Is that challenging? I mean,
Yeah,
as a freshman coming in?
for sure.
For some of those lineups where you're either at the 3 or the 4, you think we'll still see you play out of ball screens a little bit? Like I know you did some on the EYBL circuit and everything.
Yeah, I still think we might see some of that. Yes, sir.
Sorry, for people who aren't familiar with your game as much, I think a lot of people are and are very excited, but how would you sort of describe the things that you're going to immediately be able to bring to this team?
I definitely think I can bring defense as well as scoring, playmaking, and I'm still trying to figure out the rebounding. Obviously, I'm playing against Jalen Washington and Vin Allen Lubin, Jalen Withers, just trying to find different spots where I can be successful.
It seems like Seth's already kind of taking you under his wing a little bit. Obviously, one of the best on-ball defenders for this team. What are some of the things that he's been telling you specifically, on the defensive side?
On the defensive side, just to stay down. That's really the most important part. Be the second one to jump.
What's been the hardest part? I mean, obviously talented. You come in, you've mentioned the grown men you have to play against. What's been sort of your welcome to college moment in the first 3 months of your?
It's just that. I feel like I have to make quick moves since the level of play is extremely high. I think that's the biggest thing. Just make quick moves, and obviously the physicality as well.
What about the tempo? Did you ever play in tempo this high in high school?
Not really. No, it's a little bit different.
Drake, you're a little bit of an anomaly, and as a freshman coming in and saying you think you can immediately bring defense, that's not usually what you hear. How did you sort of develop that mindset? I'm sure it's something that's taken a couple of years to get there.
Just when I was younger, growing up, probably I think it was 5th or 6th grade, my coach emphasized that if I want to play at the next level, obviously you have to be able to score the ball and be a threat. But it's the other things that you bring to the table. Defense, rebounding, playmaking, just anything really. Setting good screens, having joy for your teammates' success. I think that's the biggest thing.
And that stuck with you all these years?
Yeah, for sure.
Hubert Davis talked about, he wants to be the fastest team in the country. I know you talked a little bit about tempo already, but, what has been that biggest challenge? Is it just conditioning? RJ said, the other team gets the ball if it doesn't cross the line in 3 seconds. Has that been a challenge for you guys?
That has been a little bit of a challenge, just especially when you feel like you're gassed almost, but just to keep going, yeah.
What was the coach's name that you mentioned with Brendan's question earlier?
Corey Harrison, yeah.
Drake, we were talking to Elliot earlier, and he was describing your experiences at CP3 camp and sort of how that helped you a little bit. Can you sort of walk us through what that was like and what you gained from it?
That was a great environment, really. It's kind of like a lot of kids picture, really, playing on the court with top players, and everybody's really surrounded it, it's like a stage, basically. And being able to do what I did there, that was definitely a good experience.
It sounds like he gave you a little bit of a shout out after the fact. Is that true?
Oh yeah, it is true. Yeah.
How do you sort of handle that when you do get that attention? Obviously, there's a lot of buzz and excitement around you. How do you sort of handle that while also understanding you haven't even played a game yet?
Just stay level-headed. Really, that's what my dad tells me. Just don't get too high, don't get too low.
Thank you, Drake. Appreciate
Yes, sir.
you. Nice
Yeah.
meeting you.
Yeah, various players here have kind of described you as having this innate drive and dedication. Where do you think that comes from?
I definitely say seeing my older brother, and older cousin play their high school years. They were very talented stars over there at Northwood High School, and just seeing them, I'm just thinking what if I do that, but a little bit more, take it a little bit more seriously, and then just keep working.
What did taking it, I guess, a little more seriously look like for you, since starting? I think you mentioned at age 5. What has that been like?
Definitely early mornings and late nights. I'd say that's the biggest thing.
What's the time frame? How early, how late?
I'd say around 6 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m., around that range. And then at night, I'd say probably 10:30, 11, something like that.
Has that schedule kind of stayed the same here? I know 24-hour access to the Dean Dome. What is that? Do you keep that same schedule?
I thought it was going to be the same schedule coming in, but I'm not going to lie, school is no joke. So I'm trying to stay locked in academically as well.
Tell me about just some of the classes you're taking. I know you study some Spanish.
Yeah,
is that right?
taking Spanish. Yeah.
What are your classes?
I have English, archaeology, and pop culture, and my independent study is future of food.
Okay. What's your favorite class, hardest class?
Favorite class, I'd say archaeology, pop culture, and then hardest definitely Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you say something in Spanish real quick?
Nah.
No.
How comfortable would you be playing the 4 son at this level if you're put in that role?
If that's what the team needs, I think I can do it at a high level, for
You
sure.
mentioned a little bit about the versatility that you guys have. You can play some 3, you can play some 4. Kate can play 3, play 4. How much did you play 4 in high school? Again, or more in AAU against similar type bodies. And through practice so far, how comfortable are you at that spot, having to do the things that a 4 has to do?
I think I'm getting the hang of it, really. But as far as playing over there at Northwood, I think I played it a little bit well. I played it some. I played like the 3, 4, a little bit of the 2, and then I think I'm just trying to watch as much film as possible and just just keep working. Really.
Did you have a welcome to Carolina basketball moment early on? Sort of like, oh man, this is different. I scrap it up every day.
I think I shot. I tried to actually dunk over Jalen Washington. He was like on the other side of the block. He came over and blocked my shot. I was just a little bit confused because I don't know. I usually finish those. So
how early in practice was that? How long ago was that?
Not too long ago.
Have
Maybe
you
like.
tried it since?
No, I have not. No.
Are you gonna try
No.
it?
Oh yeah, for sure. So
So
yes,
when
sir.
you get that, that'll be your next level.
Exactly.
And
Yes, sir.
specifically, I mean, just break that down really quick, set the scene. Like, was this, scrimmage? Were you just kind of shooting around, messing around? Like, what?
This was half court segment.
Okay.
The ball was just getting reversed around the perimeter. I caught it in the corner, pump fake. My defender flew out the air, and then I
Who's the
drove.
defender?
That was Elliott.
Okay.
So I drove past, got into the lane, went up for a dunk, but it got blocked. So
Right corner or left corner? Right hand dunk,
this
left hand dunk.
this was a right hand dunk from the right corner.
What was your reaction and the team's reaction?
My reaction, like I said, I was just a little bit confused, but I tried not to look at any of my teammates. I didn't want to see their reaction.
Has he said anything about it since?
Nah, he hasn't.
There's
Nah.
no little walk by and say, remember, a little word or look he gives you.
Nah, no sir.
Is that healthy to go?
This is a shake right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
strawberry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frank, is it healthy to go through that? You get an early introduction that this is just different. You're going to have to be up here at all times. Where at Northwood, you didn't always have to be up here to have a lot of success.
I feel like it's good that I have to be like playing at a high level. Of course, I want to stay there, but I think it's nice to have talented players around me. Very talented.
What is it like playing with RJ, a guy who's done so much here and has a chance to lead as the all-time leading scorer? What's it like going out there and being a teammate of his on the floor?
It's great. I'm just trying to really scope out some of his preparation that he does to like be a successful college basketball player, and just taking little itsy and bits pieces of what I can to implement in my game. Yes, sir.
2 minutes left.
Who on the team has surprised you the most,
Surprise.
skill-wise
Skill-wise.
or work ethic?
Work at I really think everyone's really what I thought they were gonna be. Honestly, I think they're all pretty talented, and I think they're just gonna continue to grow as basketball players.
Drake, you've kind of garnered a reputation as a defensive menace since you've been here throughout the summer. How many deflections have you been getting? How much havoc have you been creating on that end of the floor?
I'm not sure the exact amount, but I'm just trying to get a hand in whenever I can.
Yeah. What have the conversations been like with Coach Davis as far as what you can bring in that kind of role, as far as keeping you on the court and being that defensive stopper?
They've been great, really. I think he talks the most about versatility, just playing to my strengths, and most importantly, just playing with confidence.
Just talking about your UNC recruitment, obviously it's a little different because you grew up a UNC fan, so you don't have like a first time being here moment. But was there a moment, during your official visit where you were sold on the school? Like, was there a moment you were like, I want to come here for sure?
I think it was when we had lunch at Sub Dogs. I think after that, it just solidified it. I had a good meal, And yeah, it was really just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, what'd you eat? What'd they say? Like, why was it at Sub Dogs?
I had a burger and fries. And then I think while I was sold, just because just the conversations that we had, it was a family atmosphere, and yeah, it was something I wanted to be a part of.
Jake, I know
Last one, he's got to go. Last one.
I know last season you were at several UNC games, things like that. How helpful was that? I guess just to kind of see the inner workings of everything and just being around obviously the environment and everything like that.
I got to see some of my teammates this year, see them play. Got to notice some of their strengths and some of their spots that they're most successful in. I'd say I got to learn a little bit more about the coaching staff as well, just seeing how engaged they are into the game. And yeah, that's the biggest thing.